Director of Smile International Film Festival, Mr. Michael Harbauer from Germany, the Executive Director of Smile Foundation, Mr. Vikram Singh, Festival Director and Film Producer, Mr. Jitendra Mishra, Executive Director of International Center for Films for Young People and Children, Ms. Elham. I also welcome Mr. Nijitaro from Japan, who is a wonderful animator, and you are going to see some of his films today. And Ms. Azadeh Sakoori from Iran, who is a filmmaker and the board member of the International Center of Films for Children. We also have with us Mr. Kurt Van Bosch from the Czech Republic and Canada. He's a storyboard artist, illustrator, and a teacher. Welcome all to our school. It's a pleasure to have you here. And thank you, children, for those claps. I must acknowledge the organizers of Smile Foundation, Smile International Film Festival, who have created such a powerful platform that is targeted specially for youth and children. What lends more significance to this is that the directors of the festival have invited children not just as audience, they have also invited children as jury members. And our own student of class 12, Mr. Puru Gupta, a student of mass media, had the privilege of being one of the jury members of the panel in the last 3 days at CD Fort Auditorium. And he is so much richer with that experience. I always say art makes life worth living, and thus we have always encouraged the flowering of as many arts as possible at DLF Public School. You will be glad to know that our children start learning dramatics right from class 1. Members of our dramatics club under the tutelage of Mr. Debashish Tandon, our mass media faculty who is also an alum of the school, have performed at many prestigious national and international platforms, including the United Nations at India. Some of our children are already working as child artists in movies that are streaming on OTT platforms as we speak. And some of our alumni have gone on to become full-fledged filmmakers in their own right. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of their movies are in the catalogue for the next year's film festival. We at DLF Public School have always believed in the power of stories. I always say that the world is not made up of tiny stories. The world is it's not made up of tiny atoms, as they say. The world is made up of tiny stories. And there is no medium more powerful than cinema to tell a story. Stories make us empathize and they make us humanize for us, those people we otherwise would consider others. Those others become part of our lives through this cinema. A global film festival like this one is a marvelous opportunity for all of us to take in stories from different countries, from different cultures, and an opportunity for us to meaningfully engage with them. I think all of us sitting here are deeply aware of the influence that cinema has on our lives while we are growing up, also on our psyche. We are invariably shaped by the books that we read, the people that we meet, and the movies that we watch. They decide who we will become. So therefore it becomes all the more critical that our children and youth are exposed to the right kind of stories. Stories that can make better human beings out of them. And to that effect, I feel the Smile International Foundation and this festival is doing a stupendous job. I congratulate all of you and your team who have curated this wonderful festival for us today, and I believe Mr. Jitendra had a big role to play in that. I once again welcome you all, and I hope that you will carry back some wonderful memories. Thank you very much.
We are grateful for the insight that you have shared with us today, ma'am, and we hope that her words have inspired us all to appreciate the role of arts in education and society at large. It is time for us to experience the soulful melodies of our talented students who performed at Teachers Award Conference Ceremony by CBSE and earned accolades from Ms. Anita Karwal, the Director of School Education, and Mr. Anurag Tripathi, the Secretary of CBSE. Our young and inspiring singers are all set to showcase their talent and creativity. So put your hands together and welcome the Delphites of Indian local craft. Indeed. The rich cultural heritage of our country is a source of pride for all of us. And the next performance is a celebration of our culture and tradition. They'll be bringing the devotion and beauty of Lord Krishna to life and will not only be a visual delight but also a spiritual experience for all of us. So let's welcome the Delphites of Nritya Nexus Club with a loud round of applause. Nothing short of mesmerizing. Can we have one more round of applause for the performers? And now, may I now invite the Executive Director of Smile Foundation, Mr. Vikram Singh, who has worked as a catalyst of change to make his esteemed presence on the stage and share his valuable insight with us. I request the escorting students to escort him to the stage.
Director, Principal, our distinguished guests from abroad, and most of all you wonderful children. A very good morning to all of you. At the outset, I would like to express our gratitude to the school management for having hosted us here for this edition of SIFFCY schools. Also, it was indeed very heartening to see a student from this school on the stage last evening at Shreveport Auditorium as a young juror. And we've heard the principal talk about how the school encourages arts, which has its own very strong points. Smile essentially works for the upliftment of those less privileged, the marginalized sections of society, through the 400 odd welfare projects that we have in the areas of education, health, livelihood and women empowerment. These projects are currently being operated in over 2,000 remote villages and slums across 25 states of the country. But in addition to this, we also have a unique program where we engage with privileged children, and that's called the Child for Child program. We do believe that children are the best change agents, be it in their homes or in the communities that they live in, and therefore we'd like to catch them young. We'd like to sensitize them to the inequalities that exist around them, and also encourage them to be thankful for what they've got and consider their blessings and not take everything for granted. And in so doing, develop an empathy for those less fortunate. And that's how this program called Child for Child developed. And in this whole social messaging, we found that films are a very powerful medium to convey a message, to sensitize and to create awareness. And that's how the Smile International Film Festival for Children and Youth came into being. The objectives of SIFFCY is to sensitize, engage, educate and empower children and youth through carefully selected, hand-picked educational films as well as certain capacity building workshops. And therefore, they take messages back home which they can communicate within their peer groups of all the good that there is to do. As we go along in the day, I do see that there are about 4 short films and a feature film. I do hope you get to enjoy it and take home the message that each of them convey. As regards the festival itself, I have my colleague here, Mr. Jitendra Mishra, who is the festival director, and therefore I leave it to him to talk more about the film festival itself. Thank you very much once again for having us.
And now may we have the pleasure to invite the festival director, Mr. Jitendra Mishra. He is the young dynamic producer of I Am Kala, and he has already created a benchmark in alternative method of film production.
Thank you so much. Good morning, children. Good morning, everybody. I'm thankful on behalf of the organization. We are thankful to the management of the school, to executive director ma'am, to the principal ma'am, the entire team and all of you. Thank you so much for having us here. I agree with this quote. Like while we educating them from like while we educating you from your mind, we must educate from heart, and that's what SIFFCY does. We actually empower from inside. I'm very happy to witness this kind of performance by children, and this culture, that is our strength, and we have not forgotten our culture, our roots. That's the beautiful thing, and that is our strength. I'm so happy and thankful to the management of the school. Thank you so much. I will give you briefly some information, key information about the festival. We have created an online platform, that's SIFFCY.org and SIFFCY.online. What we thought, if children cannot come to Siripot Auditorium, we will come to children. So that's our agenda. And we have created this one-of-a-kind OTT platform for all of you. You can watch films from across the globe, sitting at home or at here also. You can project and watch films. Every year we curate more than 150 films from 50 different countries or 60 different countries. This year also we have curated best of films made for you, made for children, young audience from across the globe on various topics like climate change, education, relationship, family values, everything. So there is a bouquet of films. So you go through the online platform and select your own film, that one. Second, we have two special sections called Take One and Next Gen. While we curate films made by professionals, we also encourage children to make their own films, and everybody is a storyteller. Just you need to tell your story to the people outside. So, like you come forward to tell your stories through films, through any audiovisual medium, and we will give you a platform to showcase your film. So next year, you can send your films if you have made a film or short film or animation or any kind of storytelling audiovisual, then send it to us and we will invite you to the festival as a filmmaker, not as an audience, but as a filmmaker. So it's an opportunity for all of you to go through the website and follow the guideline, and we will be waiting for you to see your films. That's one. So it's called Take One, films made by children, and Next Gen, films made by students. Second, like Ma'am said, we invite young people to come forward and give their opinion, to judge a film. You are the real judge, not us. So we have created this platform called the Young Juror Program, and be a part of that program. Send your application, follow the guideline, and next year we will see you on the dais of Siripot Auditorium. So that's another opportunity we have created. Please go through the website and you will get all other information, which will excite you. The objective is to engage and empower everybody. You will also empower us by giving your feedback, by giving your knowledge, by sharing your knowledge. So let's jointly do it. We are not hosting it. Let's jointly host the festival, and on equal intervals we can stay connected. And yes, let's celebrate SIFFCY, this Smile International Film Festival. Let's celebrate together. Thank you. Thank you so much.
On this note, I think, sir, you are going to receive 100 of entries from the Delphites. We are too much into the arts, we promote it. And now may I have the privilege to invite Mr. Harbauer from Germany, who is the founder director of International Film Festival for Children and Youth Audience.
Hello, good morning. English is for me a foreign language too. So good morning and guten Morgen in German. So hello everybody. I'm really proud to be here, and it's
really an honor for me to come back to India the third time to the festival. SIFFCY is one of the biggest children film festivals in the world. And do you know why I'm here? I'm promoting also German films abroad. It means I had as a child the opportunity to go inside the cinema and watching a film alone without my parents and coming back for the dinner at home, and then my parents asking me where I was. And I could say I was on a trip to Czech Republic or to the Netherlands or to India, watching a film, going deeper in this culture, getting information about the behavior, about the differences between the kids, or also the similarities. And that's why cinema is so important, to learn about what's happened around you. The diversity of the people is one of the best things what we can have, and this is to celebrate. You are stay for you, and you have to be like you are, and not to change to be another person. But to stay like you are is also something you have to be proud. And so I'm really proud in this case that I have the possibility to bring a handful of German films to this festival again. And on the other side, that I'm also invited to be a member of the jury. This is also an honor to decide which film could be the best. And when you see hundreds of films, so it's really not easy to find the right way, which one is the best. Each film has a sentence inside. It's very important. And so I would like to invite you to go deeper inside the films, taking a look for the other kids, what they are doing, and coming back later in the talk and say, what is your opinion, what you find out, what is another than in your life, or what is similar to your life. So thank you for having me. Have a nice day.
And now may we have the privilege to hear Ms. Elham Shirvani from Iran, who is the Executive Director, International Center of Films for Children and Young People.
Hello everyone. Actually, it is a great honor for me to be here in this wonderful school and between you wonderful children. And I should thank the principal of this school and her colleagues that have provided us the opportunity to be between you in this day. And also I want to thank SMILE Foundation and SIFFCY and especially Mr. Jitendra Mishra that have invited us and give us this happy day, these happy moments to be among you. I am the Executive Director of SIFFCY, which is the International Center of Films for Children and Young People. One of the main goals of this institute, of this organization, is to give the voice to children to explain themselves and also to say what they want to the whole world. And they can do this via cinema. So SIFFCY have workshops for children all over the world in different countries and teach them how to make film and animation. You can watch their works on SIFFCY YouTube channel and see how they have done these. So that we can have such workshops for you here in this school someday, and I'm sure that we can have very good filmmakers among you. So thank you again. And I'm so happy to be between you. Thank you.
And now can we have Mr. Nijitaro from Japan, who is the director, graphic design and director to join us.
Hello everyone. Thank you for having me today. I'm very happy to meet you. I'm Nijitaro, animator and graphic designer from Japan. And let me introduce myself for a little. My theme of animation is family tie or friendship, something like that. Because I feel very happy during family gathering, and so I believe I can make audience sympathize to my story through my animation, and I want make them feel happy and warm through my animation. And I also have a workshop with children sometimes. Children draw their character on paper, and I scan all the character into computer, and I make them move by computer software. And in that animation, all characters move and dance all together. And I wanna make children feel happy and friendship through that animation. That's my job. And today you will show some of my animations. I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much.
I request now Ms. Azadeh Sakoori from Iran, who is the filmmaker and board member at SIFFCY, to join us on the stage and share her insight.
Hello everyone. I'm so happy to be here between you, beautiful children. And I'm very excited that you are going to see my movie today. It's really a privilege for me to see that. I want to thank the principal of the school to invite us here. And I want to thank Mr. Jitendra to invite us to India to have this excellent experience between the children in cinemas, and yeah, it is really nice for me. You know, cinema is a way of telling your feelings. It's really a good media. Via that, you can speak out whatever you want to say, and it's actually you can be creative through that. You can say your imagination through that, and this is a very good way to tell what you are thinking about. I myself. I am a scriptwriter and a director. I prefer more to write a script because I can say whatever it is in my mind. So you can choose in which brand you are going to be expert if you want to be in a film industry. And the case is that you can be effective in that way. You can help children to understand the complex meanings through the movies, and you will be a very important person in that case. I hope you watch my movie today and enjoy it, and we will see. Thank you so much.
So the most awaited moment is here, and we are excited to announce the screening of 4 outstanding short films as part of our event today. These films are handpicked for their creative vision, compelling storytelling, and technical excellence. We just heard Azadeh Sakoori ma'am from Iran. So the first film that we are going to see is directed by her. Why Did the Giraffe's Flowers Fail? It's a gripping tale of a girl who loves her flower and attempts to save it from dying. Let's watch it out.
چرا گل زرافی پس مرده شد؟ چی شده؟
By Nijitaro. It's a heartwarming story of a bear, monkey, and a tiger. Followed by another film by Nijitaro, which is The Pie. It takes us on a journey how Papa Bear tries to make the baby bear happy.
If you're brave and you
Harbauer talked about the bond of love with which we are stick together as a family, whether it is for the nature, for the universe, or for the family members. May I now have the privilege to invite Mr. Kurt from Czech Republic, who is a Prague-based storyboard artist and illustrator, to make his esteemed presence on the stage and address the audience.
Oh my goodness. Those were really nice films, weren't they? So if you're working on a film like I do, and sometimes I'm doing it in person and now sometimes I'm doing it, by email, a whole group as big as you would make a movie. So can I just quickly ask you to show your hands when I ask a question? Does anybody like to draw? A lot. Does anybody like to make music? I know you do, because I saw it. Yeah. Does anybody like to write? Is anybody good at math? Okay. Does anybody think they're bossy? Okay. What else? There's so many things. Can anybody take a punch? Can you fall down and not get hurt? Does anybody like to make things explode? Does anybody like to spend a lot of time on their screen? Okay, so can you guess what my point is yet? It's to tell you that, okay, so you have actors and directors and all these things, but when you're making a movie, there are so many positions that you need to make the movie happen, and any one of you guys, with whatever skill you have, even if you're not tap dancing and singing and dancing, you could work in the account department, you could be a producer, you could be a stuntman or a stunt woman, you could be a costume designer. The field is endless, and any one of you could do it if you wanted to do it. And when I was at school, I could draw pictures, and I never thought that I would ever have a career where I sat for 9 or 10 hours a day drawing pictures of R2-D2 and Tyrannosaurus Rex. But that's what I do, so you can do it too. So I want to say thank you for everybody for having us here, especially the people who are running this school and the children who are here, and Jitendra and the rest of the people at the film festival and the Smile Foundation. What you're doing is amazing, and it was such a privilege to be involved in a little way. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And now is the time to present a feature film, I Am Kalam, produced by Mr. Jitendra Mishra, that celebrates the power of education and the resilience of the human spirit. It is a must-watch for anyone who believes in the transformative power of knowledge. So let us sit back, relax, and enjoy the screening of I Am Kalam, a poignant and inspiring tale of a young boy, Chotu, who dreams of becoming like our former Indian President, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
2 साल से सूख्या पड़ा मानस तो मानस ढोर डांगर तक पानी नहीं तरसे पेट री बात कहीं बताऊं थाने
तभी तो बड़े बोले पापी पेट नाच नचावे है पेट री खातिर धानी छोड़ रखे
तुम्हारी बात ही